Welcome to the Kagsssa information session this evening. We are starting a little bit late, so I am hoping that all of my other colleagues can move very quickly with their slides because we have about 50 plus, a little over 50 slides. My name is Juliana. I'm the interim president for the Kangole Girls Secondary School Alumni Association, abbreviated as Kagsssa. This information session is meant to bring you up to speed on what we've been doing over the last several months and also what's in store for the association in the next coming month. I'm hoping that after this session, there will be lots of interactions and questions and discussions that shall increase the awareness of the alumni around their association. Um, in this meeting, we have all of the interim, I hope all of the interim alumni executive committee. Um, I think the time is too short to introduce everybody, but I will request colleagues as and when it reaches the time for you to present, you can then take that moment to introduce yourselves. So let's dive in right away. Um, Now, here is our table of contents. We have about 10 things to cover today. Literally, actually nine. We'll go through the overview of the association, membership, priority focus or areas of intervention, our outreach and publicity insights, external partnerships, priorities, diaspora engagement, and our collaboration with Kangole Girls Secondary School, financial management, accountability, and resource mobilization, and then a summary of what we hope to be our next steps. So let me get in straight away. Now, well, I have also some beautiful pictures. We've put them all through here. All right, so the background, Kangola SS has produced a lot of students that have turned into professionals in their different capacities in the informal sector, formal sector, government, NGOs, business, all kinds of professions. We are in there since the school started in 1976, 76, I hope I'm right. And so I'm just going to summarize this. I'm going to summarize this slide. The premise of this slide is that the alumni have been very enthusiastic about coming together and also implementing joint courses for themselves and for the school. But it has mostly depended on the goodwill of particular alumni. And because of that, it became very difficult to hold people accountable and responsible when things didn't go right. Now, a team of a few alumni came together to say, hey, let's legalize the association because then it promotes accountability and responsibility and becomes easier to work together. In July 2023, a team of volunteer alumni held their first meeting to agree on actions towards formal registration, and subsequently, they constituted themselves into an interim executive committee, which is us presenting today. And just a few months ago in February, we incorporated Kangole Girls Secondary School Alumni Association. It is registered with URSP as a company limited by guarantee without shares, and it is registered as Kagsssa UG Limited. Now, our target stakeholders are fourfold. The first one is our students, the alumni themselves, those that have gone through the school, the men and women that have studied in Kangole Girls Secondary School. Secondly, we also target our current and former teaching and non-teaching staff of Kangole Girls Senior Secondary School that are interested to join the association. We also target the communities around us, and by the communities, we don't only mean the communities around Kangole Girls Secondary School. Could be communities elsewhere within where our alumni live that need our support, need our intervention. They could be in Gulu, it could be a small community in Kabale, in Kampala, in Jinja, that we can support through our interventions. And then our fourth target is the current students enrolled in Kangole Girls Senior Secondary School. In having gone through our stakeholder summary, I want to present our vision and mission. The mission is to foster a united, vibrant alumni community that champions mutual support, school success, and global impact with pride and purpose. And our vision for that is so to empower a connected alumni network that drives collective success, fosters innovation towards sustained excellence. Now, we have our core values. I'm not going to read the descriptors to each one of them, but we are anchored on uh, community, service, growth and improvement, integrity, innovation, diversity, and accountability as our values. That doesn't mean that other critical, values are not important to us, but this is what we are anchored on as the values of Kagsssa. Our objectives are six. The first one is to develop, promote, and foster meaningful relationships for personal and professional growth amongst members and the surrounding community. In fact, in designing our objectives, we thought about our stakeholders. And so each of our stakeholders has an objective that aligns with them. Our second objective is to inspire a strong and sustained affiliation and support to the school through effective and efficient mutual coordination. Thirdly, to mobilize and harness diverse intellectual resources for purposes of inspiring and nurturing current students in pursuit of their aspirations. Fourthly, to network with like-minded organizations and associations elsewhere. And fifthly, we also think it's important to mobilize and receive resources on behalf of the association and to execute investments as deemed fit. We could buy land as an association, we invest, we could buy shares as an association, we could start something that brings in capital. So that's also one of our objectives collectively. And then lastly, to showcase and celebrate the achievements, contributions, and service of alumni in their various fields. As I said at the start, we have alumni excelling and doing amazing things and serving communities, and their stories are not told and nobody knows them. And so it's very important that we can highlight the stories of our alumni doing so many things. I know Rosemary is on this call. I saw you earlier. You've done amazing things in the area of education, both in Uganda and outside Uganda. And it would just be very nice to highlight successes like your own as, uh, 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 as something that can inspire other alumni, but also students that are currently enrolled in Kangole SS. And maybe it will interest others to also join our school. Now, we also did a SWOT analysis to really understand what are the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to this association. I'm not going to read all of them. This session is being recorded, and I'm hoping that you can go back and replay the recording so you can have a clear look. But most importantly, in terms of our strength, we have a large number of alumni that are all interested in being together. They are traceable. And some or most of our alumni are well positioned in positions of authority, whether in government, in private sector. I think that's a great strength that we can harness to move forward. In terms of our opportunities, again, pretty much they mirror the strength. We have a lot of alumni placed in different places, and they are also of income earning status, of course, varied income. And that means they can bring together what they can to support the association. And I think our biggest opportunity is also that we have support from the school administration of Kangole Girls. We wouldn't have been able to come this far without the support from the school. Our weakness so far is that there is no sustainable income for the association. And apart from some districts like Otida, Bima, and Moroto, a lot of other alumni in other districts don't appear to be organized. So it's a bit very difficult to have certain, tasks together. And we also don't have certain systems in place yet, which is the case for most starting companies. We don't have an office, and then we don't also have any full-time staff. In terms of threats, we fear that the association could be politically hijacked by people of political interest, either active politicians that are members of our team in terms of our association, also or members that are interested in taking up political positions in the future. We also think that there will be fundraising fatigue, as already has been experienced. Management turnover could threaten the association. If there's a change in administration in Congolese, it can work for good or for the bad of the association. And also if there is a turnover within Kagsssa management itself, when we have people moving in and out of management positions in the association, we don't know whether it will evolve for a better direction. We fear that there might be data leakages. Some of the information sometimes that we share could be private. So we will try to have a data privacy policy. And then, of course, Kagsssa evolution. Right now, we don't know the direction that it will take in the next 10 years, in the next many years. We don't really know if it will evolve, and it can remain a threat since we do not know the direction. Now, I want to possibly conclude this part right now, just talking about the bumpy road and the exciting and the bumpy road to setting up Kagsssa. I'll just talk about the top line challenges in the process of setting up. There are high expectations from the alumni. I think people think the executives of Kagsssa work full time for Kagsssa. They think people are 24/7 on their phone to respond to anything quickly, to update anything quickly. It's really been challenging and sometimes frustrating. Collaborative resource mobilization sometimes has been lacking, where we want to mobilize resources as a team, and a section of our alumni prefer to give their resources as individuals, whether it is medical support or condolences, instead of sending it via Kagsssa. Some people prefer to deal with individuals, so it kills team spirit. A limited understanding of operating systems. In the beginning, when we had our Momo account, it was a bit challenging for some of us, me and I think my colleague, the treasurer, to understand how certain things operate and how to sync it with our bank accounts. In fact, as we speak now, we've not been able to transfer some of the funds that we raised initially for condolences for one of our colleagues because of those systemic limitations. And we hope to get better, and that issue, will be resolved soon, hopefully by next week. Poor turn up at meetings such as this one today, causing cancellations. Financial constraints and reliance on individuals of goodwill. It's been difficult for us to register to open a bank account. Colleagues in the executive committee have donated personal monies, and apart from donation, they borrowed money to the association to be able to register, to be able to do many things. Also, when you notice there's fundraising fatigue because of limited donors on the group, when you look at our condolences or whatever we raise money for, it's pretty much the same people always giving. If it's not so and so and so and so, you look at the names and it's literally similar people always donating. So there's a bit of fatigue. And when you notice, people used to give 100,000, 50,000, and now it's really coming down. People are giving 5,000, 10,000. I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to say the fundraisers are too many and people are very fatigued. And our association is not the only platform that requires members to give. We belong to also other fraternities, and fundraisers are running there as well. Volunteer fatigue. There's been few of us that volunteered. When we first set this up, we asked people on the platform to volunteer to take up different positions. We did not want to be executives. We wanted to be advisory, to play an advisory role from the background, but not even one person volunteered to take up about one of the 8 positions that were available for startup. And so we dived in, and here we are. And the workload has also been so much. We've been able to ask members to come through the main platform, and nobody comes through to volunteer to join us. So it's a bit of sacrifice, and we are fatigued, I have to say. Conflict of interest has also been challenging, where certain matters are discussed or need to be paid attention to, and some members want to special attention to those matters because it either affects them or affects someone they know. An example, lots of people inbox me and inbox the executive to run a fundraiser for somebody that has not been an alumni, is not really in the dire need, is not in the group. Some people add members on the group the same day. They've lost somebody because they want us to collect condolences for them. And because we say, oh, you must be in the group for us to support you, So it becomes very difficult, and it leads to very difficult conversations when you have to tell somebody, look, you just added Juliana right now, and now you want us to start fundraising for her. So those conversations have been challenging, and we hope that members can exercise understanding. May I now invite Rebecca Acheboy to speak about Kagsssa membership? If you could please be brief, that would really be good. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Juliana. Good evening, members. Happy Saturday. Basically, I'm going to present on Kagsssa membership. Kagsssa membership, beginning with one who has met the eligibility criteria set in Article 6. For this, I'll just request members to read Article 6 of our Articles of Association, such that you understand what it means by the eligibility criteria. And then one who has fully paid the membership fees for the category they belong in. Straight away, I am going to the categories. For Kagsssa subscription, a paid up member who wants to remain active and has paid their subscription fees is one person. That is called the Kagsssa. That is spelled under the Kagsssa subscription. Again, subscription can be paused and activated as desired by a member. This is up to someone. You can pay once in a year because it's an annual fee, and then maybe pause for 2 years, and depending on what one person would wish, and depending on the availability of resources. Any member who wants to take part and benefit from the association's activities should have fully paid subscription fees. Straight to these definitions of membership and subscription differences. Who is a paid up member? A paid up member is that person that belongs to the association but is not an active member and cannot be engaged on any of the association's activities. This is very straightforward. Two, this person can as well attend alumni activities. Who is a subscribed member? A subscribed member is an active member of the association, can participate in activities of the organization, including decision making. Is also a person who has voting rights. Is eligible to attend an AGM, annual general meeting. Can contest for a position in the association. Can attend alumni activities. So you can see the difference. A subscribed member and a paid up member. You realize that a subscribed member has a lot more advantages compared to a paid up member. And then in the categories, I want to very fast run on these membership categories, beginning with a lifetime member. Who is a lifetime member? Those that studied in Kangole Girls SS. And then two are the founding members. Who are the founding members? Those volunteer alumni that formed and incorporated Kagsssa. Ordinary member is an old student that enrolled in the school after 1981. Associate member, open to current and former staff, teaching and non-teaching, as well as any well-wisher. So these kind of definitions are very straightforward. I think I don't need to explain. Lastly is the honorary member. Individuals deemed to have made outstanding contributions towards the interests of the association. And I think this is a very, very important category in our association. For membership and subscription fees by category, we shall talk about these categories and then how much each of them is supposed to pay. Remember that these fees are one-off and they are paid annually. Beginning with a lifetime member is supposed to pay 100,000 annually. A founding member is expected to pay 50,000 annually. An ordinary member is expected to pay 100,000. But you can pay 50,000 and the following year you again pay 50. Associate member is expected to pay 150,000, but you can still split the 150,000 according to the intervals that are flexible for you. You can pay 50, then 50 or 50, or you can even pay all of them depending on availability of resources and your capacity to pay. For ordinary members, honestly, we don't expect any contributions or any payments for subscription. Moving forward, membership immediate priorities. To start with, we have open membership and subscription collections. This we really expect to start as soon as possible, as soon as immediately. I think even after this session, in the next 2 days or 1 day, somebody can decide to pay subscription fees. And then we intend to develop a membership database. This will be drafted and presented for adoption at the AGM. Membership policy, this we plan to draft and to be also presented for adoption at the AGM. Membership WhatsApp group, we would love to have this created immediately. Do you still doubt benefits of membership? Please watch that space. For now, for those that are interested in starting up payments, we have Momo payments. Momo payments, we have the MTN Momo merchant code, which reads 701239. And then we have the Airtel merchant code, which is 436994.3. I repeat, MTN Momo merchant code is 701239. And the Airtel merchant code is 436994.3. Also note that as Kagsssa, we have a bank account. A bank account that can be used for deposit or for electronic transfer. This is located in Centenary Bank, Moroto branch, with the account name Kangole Girls Senior Secondary School Alumni Association, Kagsssa, Uganda Limited. And as I said, it is still in Moroto. Commences, we plan to, after payments, send your payment, you need to send your payment evidence to the treasurer and the secretary general. This is to prove that you paid, and it can also help us to confirm your payments. We've been having issues where people claim that they have paid, yet there is no evidence. There is nothing to prove. I beg to submit. Thank you very much. I will come back later, but let me allow the next presenter to proceed as I come back to present on external partnerships and collaborations. Thank you.
Hello, sorry, someone muted me. Please do not mute me, Gilbert. Please do not mute me because I'm chairing this meeting. I was trying to interrupt Rebecca because there was a video that was supposed to play before she could proceed. So I'm going to play that video now, and then we can move to the next presenter. Please do not mute me. Members, can you hear me?
Yes,
Hello,
Chair.
members, can you hear me?
Yes, Juliana, we can hear you.
Okay, please watch this.
Sorry, I didn't give you the chance. Sorry.
But for
Yeah,
purposes
I think you
of
are presenting from your computer. Please.
but for purposes of effective hearing, that's when I did it. Anyway, apologies.
All right, Gilbert.
All right. I hope you are able to pick the message in that video. You can't do it alone.
Yeah.
You need everybody you need to be surrounded by a community such as Kagsssa to lift you up when you're down. All right, so let's now move to next Kagsssa strategic focus. Let me invite Nibaya Susan. For your information, Ms. Rebecca Acheboy is the interim vice president for the association. Thank you for that presentation. Kagsssa strategic focus, Nibaya Susan, please, the mic is yours.
Thank you, Chair. Good evening, members. I'm glad that you were able to join us. I will be making a presentation on Kagsssa strategic areas of focus, and I'll start straight away with an overview. Now, when you look at the Kagsssa strategic areas of focus, our stakeholders have been taken into consideration. However, at the center of our focus are the members, because the members, the alumni members, are the heartbeat of this association. Many associations, alumni associations, usually die within a few years of founding because they're outward looking. They don't look at the members. So that's why we envisage in these strategic areas of focus to mainly look at the members as the primary beneficiaries of the association. Now, we have about 4 major areas of focus. Number one, just like I have just said, are the members, that is the alumni. And under that, we intend, or we envisage, to focus on a number of things. One is startup and investment club, and then career growth and personal growth of members. We also would like to focus on the mental health support program for the members. And then we have what we call Stand With Me program. This is mainly to support members, maybe during hard times, like what we have already been doing within our group, fundraising for members during hard times, whether health, maybe a member is sick, or a member has lost a dear one, like that. And then we also have the Kagsssa medical insurance scheme. Then we also have our second area of focus, that is the students, that is the current students. And when I say the current students, I mean the students of Kangole Girls Senior Secondary School. Here, we intend to support the students with some mentorship and career guidance. We also envisage to support the students with financial aid and scholarship support, maybe for the needy students. And then we also envisage to support annual academic excellence award to the best performing O-level and A-level students. Then we also have our third area of focus, strategic area of focus, and that is the school-based program. Just like I said at the very beginning, here we are looking at how we can support our school, build our school program. This is mainly to support the school with infrastructural projects and many others. We have already started with this. We shall be giving you updates on how far we have gone with this, but we have already started with this. We have the alumni supporting the building of the school dormitory at the school. We also intend to support the school through direct school support, maybe support the school with purchase of books, equipments like computers and the rest where we can. And we also have what we call the Kagsssa Excellence Award. With this kind of award, we envisage to actually award the teacher with the best performed subject at either O level or A level. Then we have our fourth strategic area of focus, that is community-based program. We call it Kagsssa Cares for the Community program. And with this specific area of focus, we shall be supporting the communities around us This does not necessarily mean that we shall only be supporting maybe Kangole, Matan, and Moroto, but we shall be supporting the communities around us all over Uganda, because our alumni award spread. They are not only in Karamoja, they are also in other areas. So where there is need, we shall also be supporting them through this Kagsssa Cares for the Community program. You can see what is already there in the picture there. You can see our alumni at the forefront of community service. Here they were submitting, I think, a petition during the Karenga cultural event. You can see many of the ladies you see in the picture are actually our alumni. So it is actually possible for us to achieve this as well. And then, what are our priorities? Now, in terms of our priority areas of focus, under the alumni area or alumni focus, we intend to develop an investment club policy. We also intend to institute a committee for the investment club. We also intend to institute a committee for medical insurance so that our members can be healthy as well. We also intend to continue with our swim, that is support our infrastructural projects within the school. We also intend to map out alumni who can offer career and personal growth talks to our young ones, but also our colleagues within the group. We also intend to request the school to allocate space for an office. And then we also intend to continue organizing our alumni reunion events, but also organize our AGM. Now, under the students area of focus, we intend to create awareness about Kagsssa, since it is yet at its formative stages. Many people don't know about it. We intend to ensure that we actually popularize this to the students so that by the time they complete, they are able to join. We intend to plan with the school about career awareness, maybe on quarterly basis, and then commence also the fundraising for the Excellence Awards. Now, under the school program, we shall liaise with the school on the dormitory fundraising. We shall also create awareness on the Excellence Award to the teachers so that they can put it forth, so that they are aware of it, so that they can also know the criteria we shall use to actually select or identify the best teachers. We shall also map out areas to the school. Now, for the community, we shall identify the community that needs our support around us, plan for community interventions or projects. Not necessarily, I've already talked about this. We shall also start seeking out grants. We shall be responding to some calls for proposal from donors and the rest, so that we can support some of these initiatives, not necessarily the community initiatives, but the entire Kagsssa program, program areas of focus. Next. Oh, okay. That is the end of my presentation. I think I'll end here. Thank you. Back to you, Chair.
Thank you, Susan. I will take us very quickly on the outreach and publicity. This was meant to be handled by Ms. Lomuria Betty. Betty is not well, and she has requested me to assist her to make this presentation. All right, so publicity and outreach are very critical to really putting us out there and to ensuring that our stakeholders are aware of what we are up to. The key elements of our publicity are manifold. One, we sat down as an executive to think about the Kagsssa official colors. And we chose our primary colors as deep blue and plain white. By now, you should be understanding why the presentation is having blue, white, and green, and black. And these are all in our logo, which actually is next here. The information session flyer had a different logo. We had to sit down as an executive to really look critically to look into the logos, the meanings, the graphical expressions, and we settled for this one as the official logo of Kagsssa. As you can see, this logo has blue, which is now our official color, and white. And that's also because when you look at our school uniform, it always rotates around blue and white, especially for the many years from the 76 up to maybe until recently, if there have been any changes. And that's why we've been able to add additional colors into our logo, such as yellow. And this is not really yellow, but it is mustard yellow, deep yellow in a way. Our official letterhead, we shall present it at the AGM or before the AGM. The same with our official and standardized business card design. We shall give it before or during the AGM. And the same with the branding and marking guidelines, which spell out, what should be the size of the logo, which direction should which word face, what is the font size and font, for critical communication for Kagsssa. And now our communication with stakeholders has, many facets. Already, we've been communicating via WhatsApp. We will continue doing that. And now that we will form Kagsssa, and we shall have to separate between paid up members and ordinary alumni, all these projects that Ms. Anibaya talked about earlier, the alumni focus programs, the teachers, the school, medical insurance, investment, they will only be for paid members, paid up members that have paid their subscription and membership. For those members, we shall create a separate WhatsApp group. That also means that from when Kagsssa kicks off the membership next year, we shall cease to operate the general WhatsApp group that we are on now. It will become everybody's business. We shall focus our attention onto the members that have paid, so that we can have quality conversations and also support those that are really, really interested in moving Kagsssa forward. We will communicate by telephone. There is the president telephone number. I currently have it. We had to register it officially as a Kagsssa telephone number. The treasurer also has a telephone number. We didn't put it there. But these are numbers. When we change offices, I will hand it over to the president. The treasurer hands over to the next one, and it becomes Kagssa's permanent telephone number. The secretariat coordinator that we hope to hire when we begin to have funds as the association shall also have an official telephone number. And then other executives of Kagsssa will use their own telephone numbers. Email address, we have currently the Kagsssa president@gmail.com. The general secretary also has an email. Other executives will use their own until we have secured our domain, which will be www.kagssa.com. Then our emails will go like kagssa president@kagssa.com, Kagsssa general secretary at kagssa.com. I mean, it's going to sound really cool. Physical interaction. Our offices shall be located inside Kangole Girls Secondary School. And our mailbox, we also have a PO box that we didn't put there, but we'll have it, we'll share it on the platform. We'll also communicate via newsletters. We will discuss this possibly at the ATM, how frequent we can produce the Kagsssa newsletters. That will be dependent on cost and content. So we will discuss that when the AGM happens. Also, we'll have our website, as I said earlier, and we will also be on other social media such as Facebook and Twitter, or currently X, LinkedIn. And if we want things like Instagram and TikTok, as long as we can handle that, we will want to remain relevant to the different audiences. The publicity and outreach immediate priorities. For now, we want to focus on developing a media engagement strategy so that we have some policies to guide us, and a social media policy, because we don't want people posting anything on Kagsssa Facebook page, especially to guide the admin of the page. And we don't want people to post political content, for example, that is divisive, or any content that is divisive, or somebody begins to use it as though it were their personal social media. Website design and content development, we will also start that. And then identifying a social media manager. it's not easy to keep up on Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn and all this and make posts there. We will need a fully committed social media manager. They could be a volunteer, or they could be somebody that can be paid on, a basis that is affordable. Could be members within the association that can do that and can be paid a small fee. Now, I would like to invite Rebecca again to talk about our external partnerships, how we are going to execute partnerships. We are almost there, guys. Just hold on. Rebecca, please come on board.
Thank you, Juliana, for your presentation, and also thank you for stepping in for Betty, that we all know is not well. So basically, I'm going to present on external partnerships. And briefly, I want to highlight what it is. I want to also inform members that our partnerships are going to be premised on the belief that we cannot succeed alone. This Kagsssa association is a group of members who are teaching and non-teaching staff. We also have the students and then the former students. So each pillar contributes to the other. And obviously, the other pillar cannot stand without the other. That's why we believe strongly that we cannot succeed alone. Partnerships provide valuable resources, opportunities, and support for students, teachers, and alumni. We also know that partnerships and collaborations can provide stability, especially for financial and non-financial, while achieving geared goals. How are we going to do these partnerships? Other alumni associations, we are going to work with them closely so that we are able to learn from them and to share knowledge as well as implement joint programs. So we are going to be working together with other alumni associations, Torogal, I think those actions that we are going to work with very, very closely, especially those that are very strong. We want to see how we can engage with them and we can work with them such that we learn the things that are working well. And probably we also need to learn what is not working well so that we are able to improve on our operations as Kagsssa. To other secondary schools, we are going to support collaborations with our students. And then for government, we have a lot of government programs currently. We have PDM funds for groups, we have grow funds, and our alumni association is going to focus on some projects on some projects, is going to focus on some projects which Anibaya Susan talked about. One of them that I need to highlight critically is the issue of forming the circle/stroke investment club. And if we form this investment club and it becomes stronger, depending on the area we are going to focus on, maybe we are going to invest on real estate. That already makes us qualify for the GROW project because we are going to look like we are business people. And so automatically we will be strong women ready that qualify to apply for the GROW funds. And it is good money. And then like other like-minded organizations that can support the same cause of Kagsssa. Those are the people we look forward to working with. I am moving to Kagsssa diaspora engagement. I want to inform members that the Kagsssa the alumni in the diaspora is spread all over outside Uganda and to many other countries. Specifically, I want to talk about Australia, talk about UK, US, Canada, even Kenya, East Africa. So we have this alumni spread all over. And we also have former school administrators that are living abroad. I want to also inform members that Sister Neolin, that has been our our aid teacher for Kaonleses for the last 8 years, is moving to be based in Rome, and that is abroad. So we still look forward to engaging her while in the new position, because we still feel she has our expertise that we can benefit from. And then we also have well-wishers. There are so many well-wishers and friends of Kangole girls abroad that would love to engage and bring on board. Kagsssa collaboration. Our collaboration with Kangole girls is going to be anchored on the fact that we are because of the school.
Excuse
It is
me,
one
Rebecca.
accord that has brought us together. We have
Hi, Rebecca.
alumni of Kangole SS because we went through Kangole SS. If we
Hi,
were not
Rebecca.
there, then we don't even qualify to be called alumni.
Hi,
So that is
Rebecca.
one strong factor
Mute
that
Rebecca. Hi,
makes
Rebecca.
us.
Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Rebecca.
Oh my God. Hi, Juliana, are you getting me?
Yes, please. I think you've gone on to present the collaboration with the school, which is to be done by Mr. Gilbert Ondroma. Thank you very much for presenting about the diaspora.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. That is Gilbert's part. Sorry,
Right.
because I
Please,
was looking at external collaborations and partnerships. Sorry, I
yes,
just noticed we split it. Thank you.
it's fine.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
colleague
members. Thank you for listening.
Rebecca.
We wait for any questions that may come, and then
Thank you very much.
we take over. Thank you.
All right, Gilbert, please take on. The microphone is yours.
Thank you very
Sorry?
much. Thank you very much, the President, interim executive members.
It sounds solo. I don't know, members. Are we? I am feeling the volume is solo. I don't know whether with Juliana or it's my problem. I don't know.
Well, my voice was a little low. I don't know whether you're now getting me better here.
Just a little. I'm not hearing well.
I can hear you actually. I don't know if everybody else can
I
hear.
think the problem should be on Rebecca's side.
Okay.
It's clear on my side also.
As earlier on said, I observed the protocol. Looking at events as of now, I think I am the only gentleman on the log. I've waited for other colleagues, but I think I'm blessed to be among women like Mary. Well, we are looking at the collaboration of Kagsssa with the Kangole Girls Senior Secondary School. We have a collaboration with the school being anchored on the fact that we are because of the school. Had it been not because of the school, I think we will not be able to. So we are called that code that has brought us together. Number two, we also have the design of Kagsssa objectives, values, and the operational strategy being premised on the values of the school, mainly, as our motto says, grow to serve. Kagsssa and the school will always observe a collaborative and a complementary relationship. We will work together at all angles in order to achieve our objectives. At number three, we have a representative. Kagsssa has a representative on the school, on its leadership structure. Well, like the board of governors, there's a member there. Whereas the school also has a representative on the alumni board. Interim, Gilbert Ondroma is yet as of now. In the implementation or implementing projects that are meant to support the school, the staff, and the students, Kagsssa shall do and have a thorough consultations with the school to establish its priorities. And our communication will always be streamlined between the school and the Kagsssa for efficiency and the knowledge management. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Gilbert. I don't know if Lily is on this call. Lily, are you on the call? Please come on board. Gilbert, could you confirm if she's on the call?
You may not be there.
Okay, so let me take this on financial management, accountability, and resource mobilization. Maybe let me see, because I have another slide, a last slide. Susan, are you able to speak to these slides on accountability and resource mobilization, please? Hello, Susan Anibaya. Okay, I don't know if she has left the call, or maybe it's a network. All right, so let me speak to this quickly. Our financial accountability is a core value. You know, everything stops and ends with money, possibly right now. And we are aware that many associations and groups collapse largely because of failure to transparently and correctly account for resources. We want to make sure that we are not one of those that collapse because of that element. And so our management of finances and accountability mechanism is spelled out in the Constitution of Kagsssa, Memorandum of Understanding, Article 32 to 36. And soon our financial policy will be drafted, and it will break down how financial controls shall be executed for every transaction in Kagsssa. Currently, we want to mention that Kagsssa has a constitution which also amplifies financial controls. That is Article 32 all the way to 36. You have a copy of the Memorandum of Understanding on the main group. We will share it once again so you can go through it. We have 3 signatories: the President, Treasurer, and General Secretary, and then we have provision for 2 alternate signatories, which we haven't activated. Secondly, we have a bank account, and the account is at Centenary, and all our funds at Kagsssa exit through the bank account and in not any other way. The president does final approval of all internet banking withdrawals. We've recently had to try to activate internet banking because we cannot be doing checks frequently, or even, possibly, because it needs all the 3 signatories to sign in person, and sometimes it is very difficult. In terms of our Momo lines, we have the Airtel and the MTN Momo lines that are all functional right now. I want to give us a summary of how our Momo lines function, because some people might be wondering, is the money safe? On all our Momo lines, MTN and Airtel, the functionality for depositing is active because we want to receive donations anyway. Mobile money withdrawals, our treasurer, Lily, or whoever will have the Momo line at the time, if they feel that they have to withdraw the money for something, the system will not allow, because we did not activate that functionality, because it provides a financial risk. If me, Juliana, I don't know, I feel like going to eat some pork and I don't have money at hand, and I'm like, oh, I have some money on the Kagsssa account, let me take some 20,000, I will refund tomorrow. It can become a risk. So we made sure that functionality is blocked. Mobile money transfer to mobile money line is blocked. So the best you can do is sit there with the mobile money phone, the Momo phone, and just look at the money, but you can't do anything with it. You cannot transfer to a mobile money line. Mobile money transfer to a non-Kagsssa bank account is not activated. So if I want to send money from that Kagsssa Momo line to my personal bank account or to anybody's personal account, it is not allowed. It is not activated. Mobile money transfer to a Kagsssa bank account. Sorry, this was supposed to be Kagsssa bank account, is activated. So you can see that the only way money will leave the Momo line is if it is going to the Kagsssa bank account through a process. That usually takes just minutes. As soon as you're ready to transfer the money from the Momo line to the bank account, there's a step you follow, just the same way as you do with the Momo line, mobile money sending and receiving. In 3 minutes, you have sent money from the Momo line to Kagssa's bank account. That means the only way money currently will leave Kagsssa is through the bank account. And that is to make it easy for all of you to hold the signatories accountable if money disappears. Data, voice, and SMS functions are activated. on the line that the treasurer will have, because she needs to call anyway and to SMS and to seek clarifications when she receives money. Kagssa's current financial state, we are not doing well, as you can see there, although the pictures there of smiling women, but the content there is not smiling. We don't have a sustainable source of finances. We cannot, we are not self-sufficient. And also, we are currently operating at financial liability. And the liabilities are from borrowing from different members of the executive during the formation of Kagsssa. We needed 300,000 to open a bank account. We needed money to register at URISB. We needed money to certify copies of documents. We needed money to certify minutes. We needed money to print. We needed money to, do lots of things. And so you may wonder how we reached here, but members of the executive, different ones of them, have been able to borrow different amounts of money to Kagsssa with the hope that when we start to collect membership and subscription and any other fee, the first priority will be to reimburse. Well, it's not, it's less than $1 million, I have to say, but we will have to pay back these monies once we have got monies from membership. Now, how shall Kagsssa mobilize resources? They are all listed here: membership fees, annual subscriptions, member donations. You will feel free to donate to any of the program areas that Susan earlier highlighted. Profits from any investments. For example, if we start an investment club and then we start to invest in other profitable ventures, we will have profits, grants from other donors. If we write proposals and concept notes and they get funded. And then we can have fundraisers, for example, marathons, sports marathons, any other fundraising activity that we can always, execute as not only an event to support something, but also to mobilize some money. So these are some of the ways right now that we think we can raise money. Our immediate priorities in the area of financial management, accountability, and resource mobilization, firstly, is to set up a financial management policy, procurement policy, and asset management policy, because they are important. We also need to identify auditors. I know some people may say we are not big, but an auditor can be as good as one individual that is a certified auditor. They can come audit our books. And audit is very important because audit reports help us to get funding from grants, from other donors. And also, if we decide to transition from an investment club to a SACCO, formation of a SACCO requires audit of two executive audits. That's audit for 2 executive years. So we want to try to make sure that happens. Review and amend any gaps in Article 32 through 36, which touches on finances. And then we want to commence resource mobilization. Now, I just want to give a summary of the top line, and this brings us to the end. Thank you, everybody. Our top line is that we will have an annual general meeting scheduled for March 2025, March 1st, 2025 at Kangole Girls Senior Secondary School. We will share information around the dress code. The AGM fees is 70,000, and this should be able to take care of your food for the day and a bit of drinks, Other fees that you need to pay is a fully paid up membership and subscription fees for the year 2025. That means that Kagsssa membership year commences officially from 1st January 2025. And if you want to break free from paying all this money at once, you can already begin to pay now. You send your 50,000, your 30,000. We will share a section in the memorandum of understanding that spells out how many installments you pay. It's spelled out, I think it should be about 3 installments. And the first installment for both membership and subscription should always be 50%. And then the rest you can split until you have completed payments. For you to attend the general meeting and participate in elections and be voted into a position, please pay your membership and subscription before the 1st of March 2025. You have at least some 4 months and a half. Election of office bearers will happen. We are still holding fort for now, but all our positions will be vacant. The Constitution spells out how elections will be conducted, including people nominate, providing nominations and ahead of time before March 1st, the day of elections. So please feel free to contest for all the different positions. I think we have about 9 or something positions that should be taken up, from president to vice president to treasurer to secretary to the membership and retention and welfare person. We also want to capitalize as a very priority next step, alumni database. It's very important to have this database because, I mean, it's just good for us to know who is where, doing what, how, and we can always reach out to them. Commencement of membership payments. This is officially open from today. Now that you have the information, please reach out to the treasurer. We will only pay our membership fees to the either the bank account or to the Airtel line. I think we will try and see whether to use the MTN line, because Airtel receives money from both MTN and Airtel for free. Don't be afraid. And then our MTN lines, we could use it possibly for our usual other fundraisers and any other payments, so that we do not mix up, and so that when money hits the Airtel line, the MTN line, sorry, I switched it, the MTN line, the treasurer knows this is membership, fees or subscription. Commencement of donations and resource mobilization. As the spirit touches you, as your personal conviction touches you, you might be thinking right now, oh, I want to support the student excellency awards. Let me give 30,000 right now. We will give these awards at the end of the year when the results come. For example, next year's results will come for O-level sometime in February 2026, and shortly S6 results will come out. So we will sit and look at the donations or any monies that we have at the time and think, what do we buy for the best student in A-level and in O-level exams? What do we buy for the teacher with the best performed subject in A-level and in O-level? You might be moved to say, okay, let me begin to provide support for the mental health program, because we have a program that will focus on mental health. And a lot of alumni are suffering silently and need a lot of support. And you might be moved to say, okay, let me just give 200,000, or you can see it in your heart that every year you're giving 200,000 donation to a particular program, apart from the membership and the subscription fee. So we open the donations right away. We want to finalize the welfare policy. The policy will guide how we can support. You've all been seeing condolences are part of welfare. People asking for medical bill support is part of welfare. People asking for support during their marriages is welfare. Graduation, is supporting their welfare. But we also want to do it in a uniform way, because you've seen that some people, their fundraisers will run on the forum and you raise 200,000. And then for others, it will reach 1.4 million. And of course, it is heartbreaking, but it also speaks to people. Maybe some people give on the basis of they know somebody, someone is active, and they interacted. But we want to be at a place where Kagsssa can have a minimum amount to say, as Kagsssa, the minimum contribution we give as the association is 100,000, as an example. If people want to top up this 100,000, it is now up to how they relate to the person needing the welfare support. So that means everybody will be entitled. Everybody that is a member, that is paid up and a subscribed member. That means we may, or we will actually introduce a welfare fee. If we say everybody contributes 50,000 per year for welfare, it means now, as Juliana, I am not under pressure to contribute to every fundraiser running on the forum, because I have already given my 50,000 for the year 2025. So if 300 people give 50,000 for the year 2025, then there is no need for us to run fundraisers to, get people medical support and all this. But we can run the fundraiser to do top up. Anyone that wants, and nobody will feel guilty if they don't give. So these are the things that we're looking at. I will beg to stop here because we've already been here long, but allow me to please introduce you also to the Kagsssa Interim Executive Committee. Some of our members, are missing there because of other challenges that we faced with the connection, and we're about to get to the call. These are the people that have been working very hard to put this together, but also, over several months, you might have been thinking maybe the only thing we do is collect condolences, because we are doing condolences after condolences. And we are not saying it is bad. We are just saying people are feeling like, what else are we going to do in this, Kangole Girls thing? So anyway, Juliana, myself, I'm the interim president. Rebecca is the interim vice president. Christina Court, all of you know her. She's our interim general secretary. Lilia Kello is the interim treasurer. Mr. Ondroma Gilbert is the interim school coordinator, linking us between Kangoleses and Kagsssa. Anibaya Susan is the interim membership advisor. Teddy Karan, that sent apologies. She's not able to join today because of other emergencies. She's the interim diaspora coordinator, and she lives in the UK. Betty Lomuria, interim publicity and outreach advisor. She had mentioned that she might join or she might. Some of you know she's not been a bit well, so we can excuse her. And so these are the members that have been steering Kagsssa over the last several months. And from the time as we approach the AGM, all these positions will be vacant. Please feel free to vie for any position. Some of the positions here might have changed in the constitution. We wanted to look at a fit for purpose structure. We were not necessarily looking at positions that anybody of us was holding, but we are looking at what was fit for a structure. So you might look at maybe membership advisor. That position is no longer there in the constitution. It has been renamed into, I think, membership retention and welfare advisor, something like that. So these are the people. And so we just want to thank you so much for listening in. I don't know how many people we have on the call, but thank you so much. We are now taking on your questions. Please feel free to comment and to
18
ask
people?
clarifications. Yes. Okay, great.
18, yeah.
All right.
Rosemary Oyolo has a hand up.
Yes.
All protocol observed. Good evening, and thank you so much for this very informative session. I am happy that you organized this meeting, and when I saw information sharing, I thought I would benefit from which I believe not only myself, but also other members. The interim executive, you've done a great job. So I want to congratulate you, because whatever you've presented has answered most of the questions that I have, because I know that, starting a group is not easy, but you've committed yourself and you have shared all this. And so previously also, I know that there was an effort to have an association about 25 years ago, which did not stand because of the lack of commitment in the process. But I'm happy you have alluded to this, and it's part of the SWOT that you have already done. The plans that you've put forward are very clear. We just need to follow them up, like the membership enrollment. It would be good really to have us separated, general happiness and people who are serious and want to do business in the membership. And then you've also highlighted the AGM, which is good, and formation of committees and priorities. So mine is just to appreciate this. I have one question which is not answered in terms of the membership. I have seen that there are those categories of membership, and then when it comes to life members, you have indicated that they will pay that one-off, but then subscription will not be paid by them. So my question is, they will give a one-off membership fees. So my question is, will they have voting rights since they are not subscribed members to the association? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rosemary. I will take that up, and then subsequent questions will be taken up by colleagues. And please, colleagues, feel free to jump in. Thank you for appreciating. I believe that other colleagues have had the same. So thank you that you recognize the work we put in. The lifetime members are those that were in Kangolle Girls Secondary School up to 1981. If you imagine right now, these people should already be, they are retired, you know. They must be 60 something years, 70 something years, 80 something years, but they yearn to belong to an association, you know, somewhere where they can also come together and, you know, just belong with others. So the one-off membership fee is 100,000. Now, this is because we will not be expecting them to pay anything else every year other than another 100,000 one-off, again, subscription. That means while the rest of us are paying 50,000 every year for subscription to keep active, for them, they've already paid their 100,000, and that keeps them active because it is spelled out in the Constitution. The Constitution already defines them as members, and if they pay the 200,000, they are both subscribed and paid up members for life. That means they take part in all the activities of the association. That means they get voted. That means they vote. That means they make decisions. So we only thought that it's very important to just segregate them because they are already people in their 70s and 80s. I don't know if there are any that are much younger, but most of them, I think, are really our elders. Thank you very much. I hope that this has answered your question, Madam Rosemary.
Veronica Pule is with a hand up. And then.
Yes, Gilbert, may I give you the assignment to pick who speaks because I cannot see since I'm projecting.
Veronica.
Yes, please. Good evening, members.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes. Thank you so much, the interim leadership, for the good work, and especially Juliana, Susan. Those ones I knew them at the time I was at school. My concern is about the communication in the group. Is it possible to get maybe a specific day that we send maybe official matters to be discussed in the group, such that maybe other communications can be blocked so that you don't lose track? Because there's a way you can send information that needs maybe feedback, but other communications come in and everything is
watered down.
For example, the issue of the
Your network.
I remember last track, like other things came to override. It's only the two of us I know, so I don't know how active we can be involved. But personally, I am interested in leadership, but I don't know whether the other members within the Entebbe. So far, I only know two of us. So my biggest concern is communication in the group, in the forum. If there's a way we can streamline communication so that we don't lose track. Otherwise, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Veronica. I think it's better that we take the questions and then we can answer, unless you prefer that you ask and then answer. And
Juliana,
well,
I think the question is so brief. She just wants us to find a way of streamlining communications in the group.
all right.
And
Thanks.
Veronica,
Can a
that is
member
taken
answer
note.
that?
We
Can
take
somebody
note of
take
that,
that?
and we are going to do something about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. On top of that, I just want to add that is why when members begin to pay subscription and membership, we are going to create a WhatsApp group strictly for members that have paid. And we are not going to be responsible for the general happiness group starting January 1st, 2025. People will post whatever they want. We will not be called upon to correct it, we will be responsible for the group where members have paid. So please join and pay your subscription, and then we will add you to the new WhatsApp group of paid up members. Over to you.
No hand yet. But I think, Your Excellency, I think I make a submission now about the membership here. Yes, yeah, we may say that number, of lifetime membership, that the members are within that area. Also, nowadays, some people grow older than the age, and they can be seen as people of 60 plus years, yet they are not. So if a genuine kind of database approach is done, I think it will be able to save. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gilbert. Maybe I shouldn't have looked at the age, but the criteria is that they were in Kangole Secondary School until
1981.
1981.
Yeah.
Those are the lifetime members. So anybody that's enrolled from 1982 onwards falls under ordinary member, unless they are a founding member. The founding member are us, the executives that have worked so hard to set the association. That's why our membership fee is a little lower. But we will keep paying the annual subscription fees the same amount as everybody else.
Yes, Betty Ogele has just reported. She's welcome.
Hello, Betty. The end of something is better than its beginning. So you have come right in time at the end when we finish the presentation. But it is being recorded and we will share the recording as well.
I'm sorry, I had another speaking engagement which started at 8 exactly, and it just ended.
No problem, Betty.
Always a serious member. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Waiting for questions, members.
You know, when you do comprehensive work, you have a few questions to respond to.
Yeah, true.
Let's give 2 more minutes to see if there are any last minute questions from anyone before we can close at exactly 55 minutes past 9.
Madam President, I was requesting if we could just add more 7 minutes and we close it at 10. I don't know. Maybe they're thinking.
That's if there is something to discuss, but if there is nothing, I don't know if we want to just sit and be quiet since we are not looking at each other physically.
Remarks for closing can take up.
I put a comment on the chat.
Okay, Gilbert, you might want to read that comment because I can't also see it. Maybe everybody else can, but I'm projecting.
Let me read. Well answered. Juliana, kindly share the Kagsssa documents. I have missed them because in the past, I have not been very active in the group. Somebody has said that is Susan, good suggestion at Veronica.
We will, thank you so much. We will do that. We will share a PDF version of this presentation on the general group. We will also share the recording and we will share other documents, especially the memorandum and articles of association.
In the WhatsApp group, Anibaya is saying a reminder about the AGM.
Yes, Anibaya, do you want to speak? Is that the AGM for Kagsssa or the UWASHA? Do you want to also remind people about the UWASHA AGM?
UWASHA.
Okay.
But as if she got out and she's struggling to get in.
Okay.
Okay, I thought she's in.
She failed to join in. But another message on the chat is, I am very happy to be part. And by I've given you a message. Okay. The message is, I am very happy to be part of this platform this evening. Mine is to consign appreciation to the interim. That is Techno Care 15K. Over to you, President.
Sorry, I did not get Techno K 15K. What is that?
The message is, I am very happy to be part of this platform this evening. Mine is to consign appreciation to the interim.
Thank you.
Thank you, Techno. Thank you, Techno. But though I told that person to declare herself, we could be having robots within. But I guess that could be. But thank you so much, Techno 15.
But she can speak. And Teddy Koram is saying apologies.
Apologies noted. Techno, could you identify yourself, please?
The name is there.
Sorry, your username could be the one showing. Maybe I'm not seeing it if you've typed it.
No, I'm also just reading. It is from Mr. Gonga James, a teacher at Kango Legal Services.
Okay. All right.
That is
Thank you
Andevora's
so
voice.
much. Gilbert, I'm sure you know.
Yes, sir.
I know him very well. That is our former welfare chairman, whom I replaced.
Mm.
And then Teddy Koram says, thank you for all contributions.
That's noted.
I've picked all the messages on the chat. No more hand. And somebody is clapping seriously.
All right. I think it brings us to the end of this presentation now. I believe everybody is done. And we are actually a good number. I see a good Betty Helen, Veronica Pule. Hi from Entebbe, from Chibu. What's that hospital? Kasubi.
Hi.
Yeah, so basically, I can see everybody's here. I can see Madame Mary. People are quiet. Hi, Madame Mary. Madame Mary Apun.
Your Excellency, Madam President, as we wrap up, I think members can say one word as we come to a closer. Because, you know, silence in the class is also as if you have not understood what has been taught.
You're looking at it from the pedagogical perspective. All right. We will do as you say. You are the teacher here. I'm not a professional teacher, so I know nothing about students and things like that. All right. So yeah, let's maybe take some hellos and words from members available, and then we can close and leave. Exactly. It's already coming to 10, few minutes. It's already 10, actually.
Techno Care 15 has come back, has raised the hand. Yes, Mr. Gonga.
Thank you, Chairperson. I mean, the moderator for the program. Oh.
Yes. Yes.
It's unfortunate I came a bit late. I was taken up by other activities. But as amendments, I want to thank the interim leadership for whatever you have done that has brought us this far. My teacher Kangole Kagsssa and Deborah made mention. Thank you very much. A restful night to all.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have Mary Agan Apun. The microphone is on.
Yes.
You can speak to us. Your microphone is on.
Yes, please. Hi, everyone.
Hi, madam.
Hello,
You
Madam
are
Mary.
my teacher, by the way.
Yes. Well
She's
done,
my
team.
teacher and in-law. She's cooking for us.
I know.
Well done,
Welcome,
well
madam.
done, members. Well done.
Thank
It is
you.
very
Thank you.
impressive. Very
Thank you.
impressive. I look forward to having a functional organization in future.
Thank you.
Well done.
All right.
Acheng Agnes Nabingo. Now, any other person who puts a microphone on, I will others. I think Betty now, again, our former president, can speak to us. You are president.
I will take the mic just to say again, well done. Excellent. I rarely give excellent as a teacher, but you have exceeded expectation. And so count on me as one of the members. Asanteni sana, and a good night.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you very much. You are the first person outside the executive to declare membership because all the executives have already agreed to start the payments. And so we are looking forward to having you join that WhatsApp group.
Stella Akiding is joining. Eriama and Deborah.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello, good evening.
My name is Iriam Annie Deborah, a student at Chambogo University, year 2, pursuing bachelor's degree with arts in education. I've been a student from senior 1 to senior 6 in Kangole Girls. I'm very grateful to have connected with all the OGs and being part of this meeting. And I promise that always when I have an opportunity like this, I join and learn more. So today I decided to join the meeting and I have learned a lot. Thanks so much to the initiators of these activities. May God guide you and protect you and lead you as we make the association and the school at large to shine. Have a good night. We meet again.
Thank you.
Your Excellency, allow me make, I think, a response to what Anibaya was saying about the AGM of Iwasha, if possible.
Yes, that is fine. Aunt Deborah, thank you so much. I know that you are the same one that has recently lost your dad. Please accept our condolences verbally, even though we have been able to say the same in writing on the group. Losing a father is not an easy thing. And myself having been one that lost a dad, and I pray for strength to your family and to your extended family. So please know that the Kagsssa members, the alumni are all, rooting to, bring strength to you through prayers and different ways. Please accept our condolences.
Thank you so much. I receive them in the name of the Lord. You people made me to be strong. Seriously, on the serious note, Mama Sita came and journeyed with us during the burial time and talked to me. I am very grateful that I joined the family of Kangole Girls SS, including the messages. There are those who reached me on WhatsApp, on calls. Thank you so much. May God bless you. It's not easy, but I have to take it like that and accept it. I believe I will make it.
Yes, you will. All right. Let's move to Mr. Gilbert. You wanted to speak to Washa AGM.
Thank you very much. So I may not be a member, but I remember the communication. 30th of this month will be the day for the AGM of UASHA, an umbrella organization for the 4 secretary, basically Chamsansala, Kangole, Kalungu, and St. Bernadette in Biko. The AGM is slated to take place in Popol Memorial in Endeavour Hotel. That's where it will be going. It's a fee which has been charged for feeding is 40,000, and a transportation can be arranged. You are connecting. And if I told you travel the early, I think accommodation will be on you. So in the meeting, I think a discussion was that Kangole Girls tries to subsidize on the cost of, and can be able to take other members who come from this other side. The other day we had a discussion with the head teacher about that, and the outcome was that if members will be willing, just a humble contribution of 70,000 to and from Kampala, and if at all the mobilization was super and the members exceeded the bus 51 numbers of people, then the proceeds that there help the association as a part of it. But then we'll just be able to get the 2.8 million out of that, and anyway, that the school fuels the bus, and then the driver just a day off, and then basically that main fueling. So we had said if the opportunity was there, we'd be able to mobilize as many people as possible. And if at all a person can support a friend, then the members go. And then we have numbers, because if it being a decision-making entity, it would be a good one. Well aware, we have a project installing that we have not yet even removed from the foundation. May God bless you.
Thank you very much, Gilbert, for that communication. We encourage members to attend the Washa General meeting next weekend. Information will also be shared on the forum. The forum will be opened again this evening. We closed it because we wanted the focus here. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I am now giving my last remarks. It's been wonderful to have you all here. We are over 500 people on the forum, and we are less than 30 people here. That is okay, because in starting something, some people will join along the road. Some people will join when they begin to see silver and gold. Some people will begin to join when we are still at the sweating stages. So in every stage, we will keep welcoming members to join us. Hopefully, there will be a time when we shall have a meeting like this with over 300 people. And so I thank you. There are, I think, about 18 or 19 of you that were able to make time this evening. Please feel free to reach out to any of us if you have any follow-on questions regarding this information session. Please feel free to reach out to us for clarifications on memberships and subscriptions. please feel free to begin to think about any of the positions that are available. We are going to share the memorandum and articles of association and particular sections detailing the vacant positions or all the positions are vacant, including my own position will be vacant for people to contest, and the procedure for elections. Please organize to come to the annual General Assembly for Congolese March 1st, 2025 in big numbers. It will also be a reunion. We will have the AGM alongside the reunion of all the alumni. Only the subscribed members and paid up members will attend the AGM to make decisions for Kagsssa. Thank you very much, Madame Rosemary, for your excellent rating. It's very rare that we could receive that. And so it really warms our heart that somebody else really appreciates the effort that we put in. Thank you very much for that. I wish everybody a good night, and let us continue the conversation and sharing of ideas on how to take Kagsssa further to greater heights. Thank you, everybody. I declare this information session closed. And thank you to my executive committee for an excellent task you've put together. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
May God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night. Good night,
Thank you,
members.
Julian.
Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
No.
Bye-bye.
Gilbert, I hope you saved the recording.
Yes, I am waiting for members to get out.
Thank you, Betty. Thank you, Agnes. Thank you, Mary.
It's like others left the phone in here.
Thank you, and good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Acheng Agnes.
Thank you, Agnes. She's still on.
She could have just left the phone.
I'm just going to remove her. Remove.
Arc.
Oh, she's left.
Yes, she has,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So
Thank
I can
you.
also leave now.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Let me see. How do I leave now? So I cannot leave again? Okay, leave.